Utah State softball opened up at home with not one, not two, but 3 games against a conference opponent all in the same weekend, and we'll show you how they did. Time to break out the old dusty mitt and a big bag of sunflower seeds and play ball. Utah State played their home opener over the weekend against their conference opponent, New Mexico. Sarah Chow starts things off for the Aggies in the 3rd inning, reaching base with that air. She just sneaks in there. And then a nice piece of hitting here by Jolene Coons, who lays out the double to left center. And then you see Speedy Chow runs around the bases and slides into home to get the first RBI of the game. Then comes up Ali Armendariz, who hits this blooper over the first baseman, and it drops in over, you see, nobody got it. And then the Aggies would end up with 3 runs in the inning. And that strikeout right there would send the Lobos back to their hotel rooms with no runs and only 1 hit, thanks to a dominant piece of pitching by Noelle Johnson, leaving us a final score of 4-0.
Tomorrow we really have to step it up because it's not going to be an easy game. They're going to want to come out and beat us. I don't think they expected us to shut them out today, so we really have to come out on top and expect to just come out and play tomorrow.
Both teams had the sticks working in Game 2, and here in the 7th inning and final inning, the Aggies trailed by 1 with the tying run on first, and Nicola Rada just lines one out to right center, and here comes Noelle Johnson. She's got a piece of heroics, and nope, well, she wasn't in time to beat the throw, and that gives us a final of 8-7 for the Lobos.
After we gave up the 4 runs offensively, then we came back flat, bottom 2. And then we kind of got back into it and did fine, but it's those little lulls that we can't have.
Now with the series tied at 1 game apiece, the Aggies look to finish off their 3-game homestand against the Lobos, and they had their stud, Noelle Johnson, back on the mound. Things didn't start off all that pretty for the Aggies, who have 2 players going for this pop-up, and oh no, oh wait, stop, I can't watch this. I'm a bit queasy when it comes to this kind of stuff. Oh, that's my job? Oh, well, let's go ahead and go then. I guess I'll put on my big boy pants and get on with it. All right, so here is the fly ball, and typically one of these ladies should call it, and that's what happens when they don't. Sarah Chow somehow was able to hang on to the ball even though it collided with right fielder's face, Haley Fraughton, who was able to continue, and the damage was not as bad as it looked, but here's where it got real ugly. The Lobos would jump out to a 3-run lead after the first, and then that lead would explode here as they get the leadoff home run, then the second batter would get a home run, and then the third batter would get a home run. Back to back to back home runs, and they crushed Utah State in the 3rd and final game with a 12-2 final score. You might be asking yourself, isn't that the same pitcher who was only able to give up 1 hit in the first game? Well, yes, but you have to remember that she threw in all 3 games and started in 2 of them. Unfortunately, a good batter will eventually figure you out, and Johnson is on the mound right now against Idaho State. Softball was not the only team to enjoy the warm weekend, as men's tennis team was back outdoors Friday to take on 59th ranked San Francisco. You see here our number 1 player, Dennis Baumgartner, just getting outworked for the point by Bernardo Sarajevo. And again here, you see the drop shot as Baumgartner, who just is not able to get to it. And he gets ran off the court, losing in 2 sets, 6-4, 6-5, 6-0. Jaime Barajas was able to get the ace there and get our cameraman hit as well, but hit while tying the overall match 3-3. But the Aggies would not be able to close out the deciding singles match, giving them a loss of 4-3.
We need to be more fired up. Like these are the matches we want to play against top 70, top 50 teams, and we want to be at that level, and we really are. It's just a matter of 1 or 2 points here and there.
The team is on the road this Sunday to try to shake off the 2-game slump as they take on their Mountain West opponent, 79th ranked UNLV. Well, the Utah Jazz went on a roll after the All-Star break, and they have lost two of their last 3 games going into the Monday matchup against the Timberwolves without Gordon Hayward, who sat out with a minor shoulder injury. You see here, Derek Favors gets the ball and uses the powerful move to explode to the rim for the dunk. He earned his 7th double-double since the break, and he had 19 points and 12 rebounds. And here you see Rudy Gobert just go up with a powerful block, and that's a big French forget about it. Well, that was Derek Favors who cleared out room with that spin move. And let's see here, as somebody else who knows some elevation, down by 3, Zach LaVine fires the bomb from deep, the rookie coming in clutch late. LaVine and the #1 draft pick, Andrew Wiggins, combined for 49 on the night. But Trey Burke looks for a chance to win it late and comes off the screen from Favors and loses control. And oh no, fades out of bounds. That's a tough shot. And we're going to overtime in Salt Lake. LaVine puts the Timberwolves up by 2 with those free throws. And with 4 seconds left, Burke races down the floor for a 32-foot prayer. But it goes unanswered. Final score, 106-104. The Jazz definitely missed Hayward's 19 points a game, but a good night for Aussie rookie Joe Ingles, who put up a career-high 18 points. The team is back at home tonight and may be playing the Timberwolves without Hayward, who is listed as day-to-day. The women's gymnastics team will be packing their bags for Cal Berkeley to appear in their 2nd straight NCAA regional appearance. The team here, as they get the news that they have just gotten into the tournament as a 5th seed in the region, and they'll be going up against familiar opponents in BYU, Cal Berkeley, and Boise State.
Since from the beginning of the year they were expecting it, I think when they walk into that arena, they're not going to be so nervous. They're going to feel like they were meant to be there, and just going 2 years in a row is pretty exciting.
And we'll keep you posted on that as they go to Cal to compete on April 4th. But that's it for sports. Let's go ahead and throw it back over to you guys at the desk.